Good morning, everybody. Lovely day for a walk along the lake. Very nice. Ruby and I today are talking about optimizing sales teams from outbound to inbound. So lots of people out there today are still pushing cold outreach as an effective use of sales resources. There's a whole business built around SDRs, sales development representatives, that is built upon throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks. Lots of companies do it, technology companies, traditional companies. And when I started in sales, so many moons ago, it was a numbers game. You got to do the numbers. Dial. You got to hit that 1 in a million. And gosh, that was hard back then, and it's even harder now. So there's technology to help you do it, but it's still hard. So conversing with Ruby today, we're talking about how do we make the model shift from outbound to inbound. And as I always say, I would rather have the phone ring than dial it. That's just my approach, my thoughts, based upon someone being actually interested in what we do. That would be a really good conversation in my mind. So, how does one begin to think about that? So, creating demand for your services and your products and your business is not easy, and it is a long play. It is not do something today and something good happens tomorrow. This is something happens midpoint 2023. But you got to get good at that and consistent. And that is certainly a marketing function, but it is absolutely a sales function. So salespeople in 2023 have to become mini marketers. And why do they have to become mini marketers? Well, two reasons. One is the noise. There's so much noise out there for your customer and things that have nothing to do with you, nothing to the goods and services that you provide, but it's in front of the customer. So you got to try to break through that in some way. And so the more you can do, let's call it mini marketing, and become a bit of a known quantity for your customers, your prospects, the better. Give them good tips, good value, good something on a tool like a TikTok or a tool like a LinkedIn or whatever, wherever you think your customer spends their time, to try to generate some interest. Again, long play, not short play. But if you get good at this and you share valuable things that your customers find valuable, and you distribute that content on platforms and tools where your customers spend their time, the natural course of action would be you're going to get some feedback from that. And so, personal brand has been something that I've thought about for a long time. That's what you're seeing here. But on top of that, it's more than just personal brand. It's becoming a thought leader in your industry and your vertical. Why would somebody spend any time with your company? What would they know differently about you from a competitor based upon what they find? And if they find stuff like you talking about their problems, their issues, not necessarily selling anything, just talking about what they're going through, people respond to that. And that's getting the phone to ring model. I don't want to dial if I don't have to. Outbound is fine, but it's hard, and it's a churn, and it's laborious, and it's not helpful if we do these other things on top of potentially going outbound that make it easier for a customer to find us. And oh, by the way, does that shorten our sales cycle and cost of acquisition? My thesis is, yeah, it does. So, thoughts for today. If you're in sales, time to become a mini marketer. Learn how to do that. That's weird and different from what you might be used to. If you're a more traditional rep, there's lots of reps out there right now who already understand this, and they are doing it at scale. Now, how can you tap into that? Use your buyer's conversation that you're having every day as food for that discussion on a tool like a LinkedIn or a TikTok, and make it easier for them to buy from you. And by the way, when they have a need and they know you, they will come to you. This is just shifting mindset in a lot of ways. So again, today, Ruby, we want to go way more inbound, if we can, than outbound. Walking and talking with Ruby.